Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Command Center, where we like to put our favorite commander, maybe even yours, front and center. And you know we can't do it unless we play those three. You know what? Sometimes we run out of these because we just do so many, and I don't even know how to describe what we do sometimes. But Ken, I'm gonna just kick it over to you. What does our EDH stand for today?
Talking about it never changes. It's the same three every time we do this.
Right.
It's evacuating deleterious habits.
Okay, T.I.
Do we need to explain what the EDH stands for?
No,
today?
everybody got Googles to get away from here.
Clifford.
We're gonna put it up on the screen.
Yeah, y'all need to feel shame because your vocabulary is so horrible.
The more you know. All right,
Exactly. I see what y'all got on the LSATs.
So,
Derek, what are we talking about today?
what we're going to talk about today is I'm not going to speak for it. I have embraced the fact that I am bad at Magic. And there's a lot of reasons for this. And I've realized I don't want to change. I like the way I am.
He does or not?
I enjoy being bad at Magic. And we're going to talk about some of the stuff today that makes us bad at Magic that we actually kind of like. Because I think there's so much talk about optimizing and making better. And I think sometimes embracing the fact that you might be a bad Magic player sometimes is the best thing ever. And you can love that about yourself. And that's what I'm telling myself right now.
You know, the first thing to finding out that you have a problem is dealing with a problem is admitting that you have one. And you know what? We ain't got one. Y'all got one. That's the problem.
Yeah. Why are you bad?
Why are you good at Magic? Why are you good at Magic? That's the problem.
Why do you suck? That's the question.
Why do you know how to read the cards correctly? It's not my fault for not knowing how.
So we're going to go down the line and talk about play habits that we have the people got a problem with. And you know what they going to do? They going to shut up and like it. Let me start first. Go ahead, Sid.
All right, cool. Cool. I thought you were going to go first, and I was going to kick it over to Derek, but you know what? I'm going to go ahead and take first, too. So, anyway, why am I bad at Magic? All right, so what I do is I know that Magic, we need to draw cards, right? We got a whole draw step. Like, we got a whole step named after this thing. And for some reason, I just can't seem to draw cards to save my life. When I build the deck, I will start with, I think, maybe 6 draw spells. Maybe I'll bump it up to 7. I don't know. Maybe 8 if I'm feeling gully. If I'm playing blue, got some more access to draw spells. But, you know, yeah, I draw like kindergarten trying to do a family portrait.
Exactly.
Like, it's very, 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 very... trying. That's the best word I'm gonna use.
I've actually seen it before. I've seen this dude cast a brainstorm and it said draw 1 card.
I was like, why me? Why?
I was like, this is personal.
But the draw gods do not like me. I don't know what it is.
He still had to put 2 cards back.
I had to discard.
It was brain fart, not brainstorm.
My draw game is so weak. I had to discard. That's her. But yeah, so that's the lesson that I need to work on myself. For me, I need to draw more cards. For you, maybe you need to draw more cards as well. You know what, Ken? Derek's gonna go second.
All right, cool. So the thing that ticks me off that people got a problem with is how many lands I play. Look here, I think anything over 30 lands is way too much. All right, because think about it. Hold on, follow.
We're talking about Commander, by the way.
Hold up.
A format with 100 cards in the deck.
100, technically 99 because your commander is in the command zone. All right, and then you get 7 cards to draw, so technically 93 cards that you're drawing. All right, you technically have a 1 in 3 30% chance of drawing a land. That's good odds for anybody right there. I'll take that. I hate when people are like, I got 40 lands in my deck. Why, you loser? That's why. Guess what's at the top of your deck? More lands. All right, you sit there and you cry. You know what I'm pulling off my deck? Spells. That's right.
Hitters.
I'm slinging them.
This hurts my soul.
Here's the thing. I hate him for it, but sometimes he pulls it off. I don't know how he does it.
The most validating moment I've ever had is we were on a show, yet to be named because we can't spoil anything, and we were sending in deck lists ahead of time, and someone that I very much respect and think is one of the best minds in Magic I've ever talked to made sure to point out that Ken, your land count is stressing me out. Please change this before we
I'll
have
be
you on the
1,000.
show. And I was like,
Hold up.
thank you. I want to hug you right now.
This is to that person. I think that you was just, panicking, all right, a little bit. I think you was just a little too worried. But you know what? That deck was going to fly. And if y'all just would have left it the way it was, it would have just steamrolled the table.
All right,
But
before I
no.
have like an actual, some sort of like,
Connection.
yeah, we're going to move on from the lands of, oh my God. It literally just, there was a deck list. It had 32 lands
That's
with an
too
average
much.
mana value of like 5.4.
I'm gonna be honest. I could have went down to 25. I'm gonna be 1,000% with you.
I just these lands are upside down. They're backwards. There's so many things. I don't know why I'm holding a card right now. I can't.
All right, go ahead.
I'm gonna move on.
What's your thing?
My thing. Okay, one of the things that makes me really bad at Magic is, and this is a downfall of me. I like my friends. So whenever I'm playing a game of Magic, I'm really bad at multitasking. I get so excited to talk to my friends that tracking a board state is not my best thing. So I'm like very great at getting into a game of Commander, being all into it, and just getting really excited about like hearing my friends' stories or what they're doing or just hearing about the deck they're playing. And then I just happen to miss that there's been like a smothering tide sitting there for 3 turns and now the game's about to end. I famously lost a game of Magic one time. Shout out to Colby. I was playing a mill deck. He played a Jace Wielder's Secrets, had it on the board for like 4 turns, but I was very into one of my other friends' stories they were telling me, and I just thought this was an amazing story, and I milled him, and accidentally he would. Now, to be fair, he had like 50 permanents out, but he did win the game. So I've realized I am much better at the gathering portion of Magic the Gathering, and then the Magic portion kind of suffers for it sometimes. So that's...
P.S. The story he was enthralled in was a story about how one. Anyway.
Why would you say that? Oh my God! Let's go back. Let's go back.
I don't think I was there for that story.
That was a wild night. Said back to you. What makes you bad at Magic?
All right, what makes me a bad player? All right, so and this is actual advice out here, y'all. I want y'all to take notes on this stuff. All right, try to help y'all. All right, so I think one thing that I definitely need to either lean away from or keep doing, I don't know, whatever. I rely very heavily on my commander. Sometimes I catch myself doing that sometimes, and I need to stop doing that. Like, I know that commander is fun because we have a deck centered around this one specific character, and then we have 99 other, things to help beef up what that thing is doing and help synergize what that thing is doing. But I think I want to take the cans approach to this one. Kind of how I used to play when I first started out. Grab a commander that you like, yeah, sure, but make that deck do some other things too. I think it'll help throw some people off the game. Like, oh my God, that's a Zakama sitting there in the command zone. This is gonna be dinosaurs tribal stompy fest or whatever. And then you just play like a bunch of, I don't know, elves or something. I don't know, like just throw them off.
I never understand why people build their decks around their commander. That seems like such a waste to me.
It's almost like the game is misnamed or something like that.
Why would you build around a commander in this format we have called Commander?
So I just want to urge people, don't always be so linearly. Don't build your deck so linear to your commander if you can help it all the time. Like, yeah, sometimes some commanders may be fun to do that with. But I say just branch out every now and then. Just do what you want to do in those colors. Do what you want to do in that deck, and just see if you still have just as much fun.
I'm 1,000%. Half the time I don't even cast my commander.
It's amazing actually. It's actually
You're very dedicated.
It's
to
actually
this.
frustrating.
Yeah.
It's actually frustrating, borderline criminal.
It's a little sociopathic, but I decided to roll with that.
Yeah, so yeah, because he's notorious for not bringing his commander or leaving his commander in the front seat of his car or something like that.
Yeah. One time I left it at I can't say this drive-through, but yeah, I never went back to go get it.
But it happens like that sometimes. That's why we get new cards from people that we like. But I've seen this man pilot decks without even casting the commander, or it might be like the last spell he cast that game. Bravo, sir, bravo. Not saying I want to aspire to play like you, but I think I want to take some hints here and there and see what I can do. So, you know what? I think I'm gonna go ahead and let Derek go ahead and grace us with another thing that you do wrong in Commander. That because Ken is so perfect, he can't really tell people what he does wrong.
It's
in
not.
Commander.
It's just
so his list is so very very short, so minuscule.
I can. It's called nothing.
Okay, yeah. Hey, learn from the man.
Hey,
so Derek, what else do you do?
Oh gosh, I have the opposite. My list is like a scroll that just let out, and it's all there. I would say one of the biggest things, and it kind of is in line with my first one. I'm very self-aware. And this is going to sound like ridiculous. I don't like to think a lot when I play Magic. I like very straightforward things. So I refuse to play cards that require a lot of tracking and triggers just because like I'm gonna miss them anyway. Why would I waste that? So like Rhystic Study, Smothering Tithe, types of decks that have like one thing happens and trigger, and all those types of things.
Yeah.
I refuse really to play any of those cards or that type of style because I'm gonna miss it. It's going to take forever, and my brain's going to hurt. Titania is one of my favorite decks ever, but there are so many triggers in that deck. I play it like once a month because the brain pain that I have afterwards is like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah. I've taken decks apart when there's too many triggers on a turn. Like, especially if I'm doing like Super Friends or something with Planeswalkers or proliferating and whatnot. I love to proliferate, don't get me wrong, but like, when something comes in, that triggers. When I play this spell, that triggers. When this happens, that triggers. Like I get tired. What's the white? I don't know why I'm blanking on this card name, but it's been a lot of decks. Is it Martial Coup that every time a creature comes in, everything gets a +1/+1?
Oh
counter?
no, that's called
Cathartic card.
I'm sorry, I don't know why I blanked on it. Cathartic
Carcinogens.
Cathar's Crusade. Cathar's Crusade. Yes, you got us there.
Cathar's Crusade.
You got us there. Oh my god.
It was something with the Kessel Run.
Let me rewind that.
Keep rolling. This is good. Yeah, that's fine.
Kessel Run. All right, what was the name? I forgot again.
Cathar's Crusade.
Cathar's. That's how long I don't play. It's been since I've played the card because
so hard to track.
Refuse because like every time a creature comes in,
everything gets +1 counters.
Gets +1 counter.
And the Cathar, that thing that goes into.
Hey, come on, man. All right, so so among the other things that frustrate me besides Ken, Cathar's Crusade definitely gives my goat because every time I play a card, here comes more 1/1 counters. But if everything comes in at the same time, I can't do that math. I don't know exponentials. I didn't do that.
I didn't come here to do math, despite the fact that there's numbers everywhere.
It's literally adding one.
I just, I am completely with that. So yeah, in general, I just don't like to play that style of deck. I don't like to play those cards. Like my favorite decks, like Flame War. I just put things on a bike and punch people. I like to play, Bobula Saga. I'm just gonna eat random cards, draw cards, and hope for the best. Started playing Talrand a lot recently. I literally just punch people with Drakes. The thinking aspect of like all the triggers is just so I realized I would be much better at Magic if I built these like complicated engines of doom. But no, I don't want my brain to hurt.
And that's one thing that people say I can do better is by building like more engine decks and more immortal engines. It's a better movie. And also something I noticed is like dealing with flyers because ain't nothing more infuriating than a 2/2 flyer or a bird of paradise pecking the ever-loving crap out of you and you like, I just want to murder that thing. I want to murder you. Or you got so much destructive force on the ground. Like you literally have Helm's Deep on the ground and Legolas is up there just picking you off and you like, you suck.
You know what, guys? I think we forgot the most important thing that makes us bad at Magic.
What's that?
We're super petty.
Oh yeah. Oh man. Okay, so we are so petty.
Yes.
We tell people all the time we don't make the right plays. We make the petty plays.
Oh yeah,
exactly.
and I always tell people it's always like don't be petty, play petty. So like if someone wrongs me, I am never gonna say a mean thing to you as a person. I might not even give you a dirty look, but I'm gonna let you know the rest of this game. In the game, you're gonna understand the pain you've caused me.
We have all said at one point, "Hey, just let me kill this person."
Yes, I say that every game. Like literally, just like I don't care about winning. I just need to do something right now.
We just have to hurt this person. Like that, we have all said that at least one point.
Yeah.
Every time we
play,
play,
you become so tunnel vision. It was like the rest of the game is out the window. It's 1-on-1,
like,
me versus that person over there.
I will give people stuff. I was like, I will cast something and let you draw it if you let me kill this person.
But it's like a loving thing. I feel like I only do that to like my friends. Very rarely do I do that to a random person.
We want to show people the petty too, because we got to preach the petty gospel. That's true. All right, let's go ahead and wrap this up and get us out of here.
Yes. So let us know in the comments. What do y'all think? What are the things that you can maybe improve on, or just pile on us? Tell us why we're bad Magic players.
Why do we suck?
Yeah, please tell us. We don't know. We need to learn.
Pull up in these comments and tell me how I'm bad at Magic, so then I can go ahead and show you. Bring your deck to MagicCon, and I'll show you how wrong you are. After I slap you with my deck box, and then take your soul home in a suitcase.
All right, we're gonna wrap it up. So if you wanna get some cards, be better at Magic, you could use the referral link on the screen, comments, description, our foreheads. It's everywhere.
As
but
I
let us know.
My foot into your behind.
We're gonna cut it on here now. So talk to y'all next time. Peace.
See you in the streets.